Hello, my fellow viewers and subscribers. This is Superchocolatemilkshake, and I am here today talking about, well, actually giving you a bit of a quick update. First of all, no, I am not dead. Or at least I think I'm not dead. I don't know. That's kind of hard to prove that I'm not dead. Anyway, neither here nor there. I might as well explain what's been going on for the past couple of weeks. And actually, I think my last update, I probably already told you this, but I think I'm going to have to say it again because it's been the same thing that's been happening for the past couple of weeks now. Basically, it's just been a lot of things going on at work, a lot of issues, and a lot of turmoil, a lot of people not working when they need to, and people pretending to know their jobs better than me or whatever, despite the fact that I worked there for quite some time. You know, stuff like that. And usually I end up having to work like 5 or 6 people's other jobs. And because of that, I end up feeling very tired and mostly in pain by the end of the day. Because I have moved around more and in more unnatural ways than a man probably should move. So, yeah. Sorry, they're mowing the yard over. They're mowing down here at Suchmish Park. I was hoping it'd be a quiet day down here. Anyway. But neither here nor there. Look, when it comes down to it, it's kind of hard to get myself focused on YouTube when sometimes I often feel like that, you know? And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people out there who could probably agree with me. And yes, I probably should be slowing down to take better care of myself. I do have a doctor's appointment next week, so... Actually, on Monday, surprisingly enough, but oh well. Anyway, so beyond all that, there are some other things that I do want to update you guys on, because, to be fair, actually, there is a lot more going on than just what's happening at McDonald's right now. And actually, I am, right now, planning to join GMTK. Still. Actually, to tell you the truth, I am planning to live stream the whole thing, but like I usually do. And I do hope to... get something good this time, okay? So when it comes down to it, the live stream times and dates are probably going to be up on screen. I mean, I'm not going to bother remembering them because I'm taking a bit of a walk, talking, and using a lot of air at the same time. And oh, fun, there is another lawnmower here. Oh, I was wondering about that. All right. It's going to get a little loud at some point. But anyway, as I was saying, basically when it comes down to it, that's the whole gist of the thing, is that basically... Yes, I am planning to join. I will be live streaming at these times. And of course, I will also have plans to hopefully, again, hopefully I'll do better. I need to follow my notes. I'm running off of bullet points here, okay, guys? Forgive me if I have to stop every moment and take a look at a little receipt, because that's what I wrote down quickly. This whole thing has been improvised. As you can tell by the lawnmowers making noise in the background. Oh, right. I actually did have a bit of a plan this year to stream to both YouTube and Twitch this time. So yes, Twitch people on Twitch, you're also getting a treat too. I will also be streaming my GMTK Game Jam progress onto Twitch as well. So, of course, it depends on what your preference is. If you rather watch it on YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube. If you want to watch it on Twitch, then you can watch it on Twitch. It's all up to you. Like I said, sorry about the extra background noise. I was hoping it'd be a quieter day in Keith Ryder Park. Well, that's a task failed successfully right there, isn't it? But anyway, outside of the streaming and the streaming schedule for GMTK 2026, yeah, I'm just going to be joining. Hopefully I'll get something good. Now, I need to get myself a little bit more forward into this for this update, and I do actually have something mentioned here about the game that I was actually currently developing. Well, I'm not Cadroy Boy Man, that's the bigger project. I'm talking about a small project that I started, and it was called A Very Serious Chair Spinning Simulator. I already teased this once on my channel. I teased this on my Discord server. Heck, I even teased it on my Blue Sky account. So, basically, I might as well talk a little bit about this game. Though I think I might get into more detail when the game releases, but when it comes down to it, it was basically supposed to be a warm-up for GMTK. I mean, basically it was actually meant to be for another jam called the Productions Jam, but, well, actually, the concept for that game ended up falling through because, well, let's face it, it was just too big for... The game that I planned for that was just too big. So I decided to switch it over to the very serious Game Jam, Juniper Dev Game Jam. And we're going to run into a lawnmower. Give us a moment. Now, we're not physically running into it. Why would anyone do such an insane thing? Well, okay, not unless you have a serious death wish. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the serious, the very serious Juniper Dev Game Jam. That's kind of why it ended up with the title. And the lawnmower's back. Hopefully I distanced myself from that thing enough so that you guys can hear me. Anyway, so as for the very serious Juniper Dev Game Jam, I did fail to get the game out on time for that one, but I decided to just take a little bit more time with it and polish it up and add a few more quirks and interesting things to it, you know. Not more achievements, of course. That would probably take a little more time to think up, but you know what? When it comes down to it, it was a game that I decided to start working on because, you know what? It was fun, it was short, it's simple, and it's just like a simple little task to get my mind off of other things. Again, it's kind of sad that I didn't make it when it comes down to finishing the game on time, but, oh well, I am not disappointed. I am actually kind of happy with the fact that I did get the game up, and I also am developing a a whole module for managing audio, so there's that, using SDL, of course, and actually, I'm kind of learning a bit more about SDL and trying to get myself back into the flow of things so that when I get into GMTK, I know what I'm doing. Or at least I think I should know what I'm doing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, I might as well talk about the last major update that I have listed here on this little slip of paper here, and that is my Discord. Yes, some of you may not know, but I do have a Discord server. And right now it is mostly closed to public access. Mostly. Not 100%. First of all, if you're a game jammer, we're about to hit another lawnmower here, but first of all, if you're a game jammer, actually the jammers portion of the server is still open. I'll talk a little bit more about why that is here in just a moment. But the reason why I closed off most of the server was, well, give me a moment. Okay, now that I think we're putting some distance between us and the lawnmower, anyway, back to what I was saying. Basically, when it comes down to it, the reason why my server ended up being shut up for a short little bit anyway, is mostly because of spam bots. They were entering my server, they were posting spam, something about a Mr. Beast account, yada yada yada, you know, that sort of stuff. Typical spam bot stuff. It makes me hate Mr. Beast even more, but oh well. When it comes down to it, like... when it comes down to the overall server, like, the reason why I shut it up was also because of the fact that I think I might just make some improvements anyway. It's remained pretty stagnant for quite some time. There hasn't been that many areas, and also it's a little confusing on where to go if you want to do just like general hanging out and such. So I think I need to... So a restructuring not only was needed for the longest time, but is also pretty much earned as well. So, of course, with that in mind, I decided to restructure it and actually make it so that I could do certain areas, certain events, we could talk about certain things and certain places, you know, that sort of stuff. Like, basically just kind of go like, yeah, it's a community-type server. I do expect interaction with the community, and I kind of want to have more community interaction going on with it, and having people talk to me and say stuff, or say stuff to each other, you know? So basically, that's kind of how I'm going to be restructuring it. How am I doing it? Well, that will have to wait for another video, because this has already taken way too long. But overall, let's see. Oh, well, yeah. But yes, I do actually have plans to host some special things onto my server, like actually special events, really, because that's something that I kind of had in mind for the server when I first designed it, but that never really happened when I first designed it, so that never really happened. Part of it was just because of my own laziness, and the other part was just because it was hard to keep people interested in my server and hard to keep people on there and keep people talking, you know? So in this case, I decided to just go through, redesign the whole thing, and look at it from the top and bottom. However, there is going to be a new rule for my server that most of you need to follow if you really want access to any of this. You need to assign yourself a tag. The reason why I did this was because I noticed that the spam bots were not hitting the Game Jammers portion of the server. Again, the only reason why it also remains left open. Actually, to tell you the truth, I even did a little bit of improvement on that too. Actually, Game Jammers can see what it is already. So, if you are a Game Jammer, you're more than welcome to use the public access of, well, not exactly public, but, you know, Game Jammer access to a tool for finding and searching up game jams, or a tool for doing tech support, or, you know, just meeting up with each other every once in a while, or having a chill place to relax and calm down, or whatever, you know? Stuff like that. That's what the jammers portion of the server is supposed to be for, and primarily for game jammers. And hey, with GMTK join coming up, if you want a place that probably doesn't feel like it's overrun by a whole bunch of people looking for tech support, hey, my server might be actually a good place to go to. Because then, of course, if you run into any issues or problems, there might be somebody on my server that might be able to help you out. And yes, this might even include myself, too, depending upon what you're doing. I mean, if it's code, yeah, I could probably figure that out for you. I mean, I know code. I've worked with C++ for quite some time, and, you know, the knowledge is a little bit universal, because if and else statements, well, actually, their old is Fortran, really, as one of the earliest programming languages out there. But that's neither here nor there. The real truth is that basically, like, it is a little bit of a public access place that people can go, that game jammers can go to. All you got to do is assign yourself the Game Jammer tag, and you have access to it. That's all you really need to do. Otherwise, for the rest of the server, when it opens back up, just remember to assign yourself a tag. I will remind you this when I get that update video done for the overall server itself. It should be back open again by the end of the month, I hope, but we'll see. I got a lot of work to do when it comes down to restructuring this whole server thing. So, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to update you guys on. I am very sorry that this video ended up being a little bit more longer-winded than expected, and I'm also kind of sorry about the lawnmower noises in the background. But hey, I just kind of wanted to remind you guys that we're all the same people living on the same planet, looking at the same sky, trees, pathway, guy walking down the sidewalk, rambling off to his phone. Can we scratch that last one? Anyway, so if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. And I'll see you all in the next video. This is Supercholatemilkshake, signing off.